Alright, one has to wonder, what is the point of this message? FSD may be degraded, and yet sometimes it goes away. Sometimes it's beeping like every minute. Sometimes it's just sitting there. What am I supposed to do when this shows up? It'd be nice if somebody could tell me. Well, I got great news for you, Tesla. It's an active school zone. You can even see the lights showing up here. So you're at least aware of the flashing yellows. The only question now is, will you take any action on it? I think you can't even tell the signs there. Speed limit 30 miles per hour when flashing. Cell phone use prohibited. Oh, jeez. Okay, whatever. Nope. Okie dokie. 28 miles, 51 minutes, 248 watt hours per mile. Really? Okay. Cool. Awesome. Most of it's pretty good, other than the constant, oh, FSD may be degraded. Really? And then, of course, we'd encounter a school zone. Here, let me do this. Oh, well, okay. So you see this sign here indicates what the posted speed limit is. For some reason here it's 15 miles an hour. Over here would be a max speed, and that's a speed that you manually say, this is as fast as you can go, regardless of what else you see. And then over here will show the speed that you're actually going. So that's what I'm looking for, a reaction here in the school zone. And if you guys think that's wrong, let me know how I should check. Because if you're following a car and the car in front of you slows down to, what was it, 20 miles per hour in that school zone, that's not the same thing as the car doing it. It's the car in front of you doing it. Okay? And I'm looking for this car to have its individual personal reaction. Okay, whatever. Onward, upward, charge. All right, so going back to the first segment of this trip, the trip down to my friend's house. FSD on. I mean, yes, the FSD may be degraded message is so annoying. And it's almost like it's acting as a hand or eye nag, where if it decides you're not paying enough attention, it ding. Come on, man. But FSD itself, ignoring this message, this annoying message, most of it's pretty good. Now, all right, so the school zone on Anderson Mill was indeed active, and FSD indeed did not indicate any reaction to it. Yes, we slowed down. We were crawling through because the cars in front of us were crawling through. But FSD itself did not take any action. Okay, that's, like I said before, that's where I separate. But we handle it just fine. Other than that, FSD handled everything just fine. When I'm driving on Bullock Hollow, today I'm trying to pay more attention to see where the speed zone sign is. And it's like halfway through, there's a 40 mile per hour speed sign. Not at the beginning, not at the end, in the middle. I don't know. This is a place where map data would make some sense. I mean, I guess as a human driver, I saw the sign, I just interpreted that way. Because Travis County sheriff's deputies like to park out there to catch you speeding. Oh, how interesting. Sorry, I'm just noticed that the truck diesel pumps don't exist. The frame's there, but the pumps don't exist. How weird. Anyway, coming up. Yes, everything's pretty much okay, except for the school zone, except for Oh, the windshield wiper ran 2 times in the last 10 seconds. FSD may be degraded. Whatever. There you go. I would actually get, well, you didn't recognize school zone, that's automatic F, right? There you go. All right, so I dropped off my friends at the airport. Hopefully they're getting in line. 31 miles, 59 minutes, 250 watt hours per mile. Yes, sir. And I'm actually stopped behind a Valero that's east of the airport, so that's where I am. Okay, so my friend, she's very, I don't trust FSD. I don't want you running FSD. I don't want anything. I don't want to hear anything about FSD. Okay, fine. No FSD supervised while I'm driving to the airport. I don't know why. FSD is actually safer than me driving by myself. Yes. Are there places where I'm much better at than FSD? Yes, absolutely. But is that always true? No. But whatever. And we are in rush hour traffic. We go through, well, I guess let's start here. So I take the shortcut, so to speak, up Steiner Ranch Road. And while I'm there's this Yukon that gets on my bumper. So, you know, I always say, if somebody's on your bumper, they want you to slow down. So I slow down. Keep in mind, this is a curvy road. You can't see the whole thing. It's a double yellow line separating the lanes. It's 2 lanes. Yes, Mr. Yukon has to go around me. And what's that? He never really goes away from me. I mean, if you want to go faster, just back off and let me drive with the speed I was going to drive. But no, you had to get on my bumper. I slowed down. Anyway, so he goes around a blind curve. Beautiful. Oh, maybe he's in a Yukon. Maybe he can see over the brush. I can't. I don't think that's the case. I think he's just being stupid. Anyway, when we come up to the traffic light, I'm right behind him waiting for him to go. What was the point? Who knows? It's just stupid human driver stuff. Yet another person that wants to say, wow, we should all have Teslas with FSD in them. That's what he's saying for real. Okay, whatever. It's all stop and go traffic. We go by Van Griff High School is just off 2222, and it's all stop and go. And it turns out the students have learned that if they go down to the south side, east side, that there's an entrance there, but there's no traffic light. So, but traffic's light going westbound. So you have decent chances to get across. Of course, the problem is if a lot of people follow the same path, you're going to be in a long line. It doesn't matter. Whatever. They only have a few more weeks anyway before they're done. Okay? Wow. That'll be a celebration for all you guys, huh? I almost never come out this way anymore. Going down 360, same thing, it's just traffic. It's not school, it's just traffic. A lot of people well, I guess there's Westwood High School. But whatever. You just have to be patient, deal with it. It actually was about 45 minutes, 50 minutes. So it sounds like it was right in the middle of what Google was suggesting the time frame would be. Okay. Once we get up on 71, traffic opens up for some reason. I don't know why. I thought 71 was a busy road. Well, I'm staying on the left. I'm staying left to avoid the people who are getting out on Congress or whatever. As I go by a tan car, and I'm wanting to go to the middle lane. I'm in the inside lane. I want to switch to the middle lane. And when I take a second look, there's all of a sudden there's a car coming up on me. Wait, what? But I mean, he must have been in the outside lane wanting to go fast. And he was probably surprised when I switched lanes. But then again, I'm ready to get over to the middle lane. we're coming up on the airport, at least in a little bit. Okay, get to the airport, follow it all the way through, no problems. Of course, no FSD, but whatever. There you go. It's 48 minutes. When I looked at, so I've been playing with the idea of taxi stuff, and so I found a suggestion that Uber charges $2 per mile. Okay. So if it's $2, I think it turned out to be about $56. If I was charging my friends, it would be $56. I think. I'm not sure. With the areas of slow traffic, it may be more. There's a suggestion that there was an offset for that. So there you go. So when I get home, I'll kind of compute through that and see how that all works out. I mean, the other way to look at it, this car's paid for. Okay, so it's just extra money. As long as I offset the energy cost, everything else is profit, sort of. Although I'm sure there's going to be other fees. So I'll work through that. The stuff that I know, I'll share, and the other stuff that I don't know, obviously I can't say it, but hopefully if some of you know about Uber, you can give your feedback too. That's what I'm curious about. Because August 8th, right? Tesla's supposed to have some kind of announcement around taxi service. Sounds interesting. Okay, onward, upward, charge. All right, welcome to just outside Tesla, Giga Texas. I can tell you, just driving by, there's a whole bunch of Cybertrucks. I mean, maybe not as much as there have been in the past, but there's a bunch of Cybertrucks over there ready to go. So wow, amazing. And yes, it's always amazing. It's always amazing looking at how big this thing is. Wow. And I guess I hadn't looked at this burn. I mean, I've seen it in videos, but it's so big. All right, anyway, onward, upward, charge. Okay, welcome to Walmart. Oh, look at the impact. All right, 40 miles, 44 minutes, 342 watt hours per mile. All right, this number here is because I was up on Texas 130 at 80 miles an hour. Okay, there's nobody else to blame. I could have come across on 183. I just did. I like taking a tollway. All right, completely my fault. Overall, we're at 288. We're not going to bring this down under 250, are we? Okay, whatever. So, wait, what I'm saying is, if you were running Cybercab, Robo Taxi, whatever it is today, you would have just had the car go up 183, and that's what navigation was having them do. I just overread it. Okay. Although if I had really been planning it, I would have gone ahead, charged up, and went south to see what the 85 speed zone would do to the car. For those of you who don't remember, a while back, I was going through there, and sometimes that 85 mile per hour speed sign would read as 85, sometimes would read as 65. So what a pain. All right, so anyway, whatever. On the 3-lane section of 130, FSD could not tolerate being in the outside lane. Even if it was the lane that was clear and the middle lane had traffic in it, he still couldn't tolerate being in the outside lane. California road rager strikes again. Yes, sir, Bob. But whatever, FSD handled everything just fine. Other than I don't agree with how he weighs his decisions. It worked. So that part was good. Was there any stupid stuff from him? I don't think FSD did anything stupid. Well, there is the one thing, let's call it out. When I was getting off Texas 130 to go on to University to come across on 1431, there's no sign telling you a new speed limit as you're transitioning from limited access or limited access highway to traffic light control regular surface streets or minor highway, whatever you want to call it. And so we're coming up on this pickup, and he doesn't want to go fast. Is that true? Was there a sign I've forgotten it? At any rate, there was nothing up here. FSD still thought he was in an 80 zone, and you could tell because he was like, "Can I go around this? Can I go around this truck? Can I do something to get around this truck and go away?" Okay. Fortunately, he didn't find a way, although it was getting close to being a brake on FSD off moment. Okay, whatever. Once we got to 1431, I guess I didn't realize this. We jump immediately from a 40 zone to a 65 zone. And so everybody, once they get past the intersection with I-35, they're all starting to ramp up to 65 because you can see a sign up ahead. We're still in the 40 zone, but I mean, what cop's going to chase down there? Probably one that's having a bad day. But otherwise, no, nobody's going to chase you down. So the reason why I mentioned this, well, there's two reasons. One is it's interesting because FSD is going, no, the speed limit's 40. Okay, you can try to put this foot on the accelerator to get him moving a little bit. The other part is there's a Cadillac, I think it's a CTS, 3.6, I guess the engine size. Man, he's going, yo, I'm in the inside lane. I'm going to go speed. I'm going to go. Well, it'd be nice if, if you just moved over into the slow lane because you're going slow. Even when people are starting to find a way around him, and there's a car not too far away in the outside lane. So we're having to come up, move over, and then go. Oh my goodness. Dumb. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Anyway, I'm going like, well, is there an FSD thing here? No. So we're still. Wait, what? I'm not sure. I think I want to say I'm stopped right now. I don't want to do. I want to drive home. Because driving home, I know it's going to. It's going to find something to screw up. Well, let's be fair. No, I'm sorry. Back up. There was that school zone on Anderson Mill. So the grade's going to be an F overall. There you go. I'm with upper charge. Okay, for what it's worth, there are a couple of guys working over at the new SuperCharger site. Just digging, I guess, to lay another pipe, another conduit. But until they lay in the power, I mean, nothing's going to happen, right? I don't know. Maybe they're working to a schedule. Who knows? I saw this trailer the other day, and I thought, no, that's the yard guys. No, these guys are actually working it. The site, that is. Oh. Hope springs eternal. All right, so we do have a return of an old FSD behavior, although he's done it a few times with 12.3.x. And that is, he's not aware of right turn must turn right. Okay, so coming down Loman Ford, just before dawn, there's a sign that says right lane must turn right. Right lane ends. Right? That's right around there. All of a sudden FSD turns on his turn signal and moves to the right. And I'm going, yeah, okay. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a chance to show that you're really stupid. And yes, he fully relishes that. Absolutely, positively, yes, I'm going to take care of this. Okay, he moves to the right. You're like, okay, I know what he's going to do. He's going to get to the end and say, oh, well, actually, I'm going to go straight, so I need to squeeze over through the cars that I just passed. No. So he's already rolling past the two, there's 2 lanes to the right. He's already rolled halfway through the first lane, or past the first lane. Brake on, FSD off, move the car to the right. How do I say this? FSD on this one is completely stupid. Sorry. But, I mean, come on. Just because you want end-to-end neural networks, you have to relearn everything? So we're going to have to go through this time and time again? Oh. You know what I ended up doing before was brake on, FSD off, and say, no, I want to stay in the inside lane until you get it. I'll just have to keep doing this. And that's the way it is. This time, no, because we're already past the point of no return. Turn right. Make it look like at least I sort of planned it all along. Come on, stupid. Okay. And we do the FSD Travis Drive detour. I don't know, why do we have to do this? When it was under 11, it was like FSD wanted to, well, I really want to go down Thunderbird or Outpost Phrase, or actually it's probably Rockwood. I love Rockwood. Why? Why do we have to go that way? It's stupid. Okay, whatever. Come out on Travis Drive, get back on the navigation route, right? Now, navigation did shift once we went down Don Drive, but we're not going that way. We're going down Loman Ford to Boggy Ford. It's more efficient. Maybe it takes an extra 20, 30 seconds to go that way because it's a little bit longer, right? Come on. Whatever. Peace and harmony. And so you saw the results of the Robo Taxi attempt to be delivered home. It's really sad. You know, if you just plotted your navigation gun at Sound Apollo and come up, I mean, if it's you want me to get out on the side of the road that my house is on, if that's what your intent is, just change your navigation. I almost guarantee you it's not. It's just being stupid. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. There you go. Overall, it's pretty easy. The school on Anderson Mill, that school zone was active. And you failed to slow down for it. Or you failed to indicate that you would have slowed down if it wasn't for the cars blocking you. Okay, there you go. Onward, upward charge. There we go, 30 miles per hour. Down to 30 miles, okay.
Onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
We'll turn on Santa Rosa Avenue. Are we going to go there in 30? Yes, we are. Suppose 25. For some reason, he suddenly got jerky in that turn. I don't know what happened there. Yeehaw. He's still making up his own mind with how fast he wants to go. And he's deciding he wants to go 24 right now.
Destination will be on the left.
Yes, I know my destination on the left. It should be right up there. Maybe you can do it?
Now
Flying steering force. Yeah. There goes my driveway.
Now turn left onto Santa Rosa Cove.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to turn left on Santa Rosa Cove, we got to make it up there, right? Well, we're going to go 3 miles an hour here. I tell you what, if you would give me a taxi ride, I would fire you. Nico's right there. Okay, here, let me take over. You came to a stop without turning on the Santa Rosa Cove. Not that we should be down here, but here we are.
Now turn right onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
FSD on. Okay, up. And yes, I do talk to my car all the time. Well, upon navigation complete
Now
again.
destination is on the right.
What are you going to do this time? You're not drawing the line to say when to stop. Okay, well. If only we were going northbound all the time, it would be fine. All right, we're back to, maybe we should go to Santa Rosa Cove and turn around and come back. I guess from a safety perspective, maybe that's better. But if that's what you really thought, we should go down Santa Paula and come up. All right, whatever, 21 miles, 36 minutes, 226 watt-hours per mile. Wow. And let's see, since last charge, 125 miles, 35 kilowatt hours, 277. So we did not knock it down enough. But okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. You know, it is what it is. Wow. It estimated 1111 a ways back, and it's 1112. You know, if you weren't taking a tour of Santa Rosa Cove, you would have beat it. But whatever. You already got that video. Okay. So, what do I say? Coming out of Walmart. So there's two people who are walking along the sidewalk. I have a feeling that they're going to go to their left, but for now they're just walking on the sidewalk. So kind of ignore them to some extent. Come out. Interestingly enough, when we turn left to go down the drive to 1431, all of a sudden the speed limit changed 30. From 10 to 30. I don't know. And I left them a message saying, when do you determine it's 10 miles an hour versus 15 miles an hour? And all of a sudden it's 30 miles an hour. I'm so confused. And there's no signs anywhere that I saw saying what speed limit is. It's FSD or Tesla deciding on his own. Now, I'm sure Walmart has some rule somewhere. I don't know. We turn on the 1431, and he's going like, so when you turn on 1431, it's a 60 mile per hour speed zone there. He's going like, well, let me think about it. Human drive puts the accelerator. Let's get up to speed. I mean, you can't always do it, but there's no reason to be going this slow here. There's not. Yeah, whatever. Relax, Ray. Okay. I think it was human driver. No, it was FSD decided to be in the middle lane. I think it was FSD. And then to go to the inside lane, because I was following a slow vehicle, I figured, okay, let's try going to the inside lane, and my best California Road Rager style. Except California Road Rager must have thought, no, those people are going to go slow too. I don't know. And yes, they did turn out to be going slower. The Avalon that was behind me passed me. I mean, it's not their fault. It's just the traffic was even slower in the inside lane. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. There was somebody who was going really slow who was going to make a left turn up ahead. As soon as he turned off, we sped up briefly and then slowed down again. Oh, come on. All right, whatever. Peace and harmony. We're up to our usual traffic jinx. So some traffic, they're not used to driving during rush hour, so they're slower. And there's other people like, I need to make up for having to drive so slow this morning. Whatever it is, it's a mix. Okay, it's just a mix. It's craziness. For a little while in Jonestown, I had FSD off. Is that true? No, he didn't. Okay. So I eventually turned on FSD. We stayed in the inside lane. Good news. But FSD is going like, wait, that person in the other lane is going slow. And I don't know why. Oh, I feel bad for them going so slow. I don't want to pass them and make them feel like they're really slow. No, go, go, go. Get away from them. The sooner you clear them, the better. Right? And there's people behind you who are wanting to go by. The sooner you open up that space, the happier they'll be. For some reason, FSD is not buying any of this. So he's going slow. Okay, whatever. As we come up the hill, leaving Jonestown, so to speak, there's a Ford F-150 that is kind of come up. Now, I'd passed him before, so he's not going that fast. He's not. But, no, I got to be in front of you. So, just before the barricade, he moves in front of us. To be fair to him, yes, indeed. I mean, I'm going 45 in a 45 zone, and he's going away from us. Of course, he can only go away from us so far because of the other vehicles in front of him. But interestingly enough, and there's no Jonestown cops, so who cares, right? I don't know. Lately, Jonestown's been sleeping. Although I've seen them pulled over with people before. Right? It's like those people going eastbound, as soon as they come out of the construction zone, they're on it. When you come out of the construction zone, where are you? You're in the Jonestown 45 mile per hour speed limit zone. It doesn't make sense. But those guys have to get paid somehow. Yes. Every one of you that they pull over up to a certain limit by state, that's how they're paying for themselves. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Coming out of the one lane to two lanes, turn on the right turn signal. At first, it looks like FSD's going, that's a good idea. Then he says, wait, what? Why should I surrender the inside lane? To let fast traffic go by? I don't know. So anyway, brake on FSD off. Handle myself. Come on. As we're getting close to the point where we should be going to the left lane for Lowman Ford. And note that we're now moving over much later, right? We used to move over before Destination Way. Anyway, there's a Lexus something 450. One of those SUV ones that all the off-roaders like, I guess. I mean, and he obviously is an off-roader because while he can come up to my bumper and block me from getting over, he has a hard time actually making it further down the road. Okay, brake on, FSD off, move the car out, slow the car down, move the car over, FSD back on. I don't know. And sure, at first, when we get on Lowman Ford, he's going, where am I? Don't know. What am I doing here? Well, I think you're on Lowman Ford and Lago Vista heading southbound, more or less. Maybe you're in a 35 zone. Maybe. Oh, hey, there's a gas station over there. You can go to Texaco. pull over, get your bearings, get a Coke, I don't know, whatever. Just get out of the way. Okay, whatever. Eventually, we hit the 40 zone, and all of a sudden, he wakes up and like, oh, that's right. I was going to my friend's house, and I need to go. Where were you going before? I don't know where he was going. I just know suddenly it was like, switch on. Oh, I'm going someplace. Okay, so here we go with our ICE comparison notes. There was a Cadillac CTS, I think it is, that was bound and determined to have another call for GM. What GM's dominating this? What's going on? It's even beating Toyota, and Toyota I love slamming. Right? I don't know. But anyway, Cadillac CTS 3.7, which I guess is a 3.7 liter engine. Anyway, his combined MPG 21 miles per gallon. Yeehaw, way to go. Oh wait, I didn't write it down, but it's obviously $3.85. Okay, so we use 35 kilowatt hours. 35 times 11 is $3.85. Hey, it's over a gallon. It's not quite 1 1/3 gallons. Let's call it 1 1/4. I'll leave it up to you guys at how you want to do this. Okay, but 1 1/4 gallons at 21 miles. Yes, he made it into Cedar Park. Wow, he could probably almost make Cedar Park out on Whitestone, or Walmart out on Whitestone. Congratulations. Yes. Cost you $3.85, but okay. There you go. So he wouldn't even come close to being able to make it down to the airport. The total trip's 125 miles. On the other hand, you know, I don't know. What do you say? And you can kind of guess why he's going slow, right? So he was going slow out there on Palmer on 1431. He's in the fast lane going slow. If you intend to go slow, get in the slow lane. But whatever, peace and harmony. In some ways, I'm just laughing at you. Although maybe at the time you bought it, it was a good buy. And let's face it, compared to getting 10, 12 miles per gallon, this saves a lot of gas. But even compared to a Toyota Camry or a Lexus, whatever the Camry equivalent is, they're beating you. They're running circles around you. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. So there's that part. Yes, admittedly, my average energy use is 277 watt hours per mile, which is not great. Well, it's actually right on average, which shows how much highway mileage at 80 miles per hour I do. Right? I mean, that's how it balances out. Okay, whatever. There you go. Onward, upward. All right, so how much of this is true or accurate? I don't know. I came across a little thing that suggested that Uber base rate was basically $2 per mile. So to take my friends to the airport and back, what? Oh, just to take them to the airport was 31 miles. So 31 miles times 62. I mean, times 62. 31 miles times 2 is $62. The suggestion I found was the management fee, so to speak, was 25%. So subtract $5.50 out of that, I end up with $46.50. Cost of energy, $3.85. Now, keep in mind, I'm charging at home. Okay. That's part of your operating expenses. So the basic operating expenses of the management fee and the energy fee. Subtract that out, I take home $42.65, right? Now, I still have to pay for insurance. I still have to pay for wear and tear on the car. So there's that part. 11, so I started out at basically 7 o'clock. So 8, 9, 10, 11, it's 4 hours. So for 4 hours work, I collected $42.65, which doesn't sound like a whole lot actually. But if I was to do one of these for 20 days, that's $800. Okay. That's still pretty decent. That would put a dent in my loan payment for my Model Y. And yes, my intent is use the Model Y for this purpose. Although then I'd have to pay for FSD subscription, but that's only $100 a month. So there you go. I mean, is it big money? No, it's not big money. But it is some money. We'll see how it goes. Wait a minute, this is showing a parking space here. Which it should, because I actually have white lines painted on the floor. How interesting. Okay, so part of what I was doing was seeing if it would show the stop sign, and since I took down the poster, no more stop sign. There you go. Interesting that the hand cart and the roof screen in front of me shows up like this. But there you go.